Comments made about athletes and people on this show are only intended for humorous purposes for fantasy football. I respect your craft in real life. I'm a troll. This is what I do. But if I drafted you, you're on my team, and you're underperforming, hey man, welcome to my barbecue because you're about to get roasted. Cut the crap, guys. Episode 5. Are you ready? Let's go. I don't give a crap about all these fantasy football podcasts. You know I don't. I say it every week. And I especially don't give a crap about your second place finish and your chili barbecue over the weekend. And I really don't give a crap that you watched all the episodes of The Walking Dead in 4 days. Alright? Zombies suck. I need my guys. I need to set my lineup. I need to win my week. Let's go. Cut the crap. Alright, let's go. The Rams, Cooper Kupp and Brandin Cooks have concussions and they're in concussion protocol. If they are not ready to rock, Todd Gurley and Robert Woods are going to have a monster day this week, all right? So get ready to roll them out and be very happy if you have those two guys. The Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes has kept the Chiefs undefeated. Over 300 passing yards, and he beat the best defense and looked pretty dang good. Yet, he had a pedestrian day, under 20 points in fantasy purposes. You got to be very happy that he did this to the best defense in the league. The Patriots offense is on fire. All right, Josh Gordon got a tutty. The 500th of Tom Brady's career. Julian Edelman's back. And James White and Sony Michel are looking like beasts out of the backfield. So if you have Michel or James White, I'm rocking them as an RB2. If you got Josh Gordon, that's a flex. If you got Edelman, that's a WR2. And if you got Gronk, Gronk smash. All right? Now we're going to jump into waiver ads. But before we get into this week's ads, I have some notables from previous weeks. All right? We got Austin Ekeler, Nyheim Hines, and TJ Yeldon. TJ Yeldon is still the pickup of the week, in my opinion, because of Leonard Fournette's woes at the injuries that he's having with his hamstring. They just lost Corey Grant for the year, and they just signed Jamal Charles. He's not going to do anything for a couple weeks, so you need TJ Yeldon if he's available. Pause alert, go check if he's available. Now, a couple teams on buys this week, the Lions and the Saints. So get that in your head. They're not playing. Now, if we're going just based off of this week, my pickup of the week is going to be Ebron, the tight end on the Colts. Jack Doyle has been sidelined with his hip injury, and Ebron has been running away with the show. Who knew Ebron could be this good? 9 receptions, 105 yards, 2 touchdowns. You got to get him if you need help at tight end. I would use a top waiver pick on him. Then we got Mr. LeGarette Bloiunt of the Detroit Lions. 12 carries, 22 yards. That sounds great, right? But no, he had 2 touchdowns. He vultured 2 of them. He's the goal line back. Kerryon Johnson had a little bit of a health scare in the game, but they say he's going to be fine. The LeGarette Bloiunt is going to be worth a pick even going into the bye because you want to monitor Kerryon Johnson in the next 2 weeks. Then we got Tre'Quan Smith. Welcome to the NFL rookie. He's the guy that caught the 62-yard touchdown pass on Drew Brees' historic most passing yards of all time game. He only had 3 receptions for 111 yards, but he had 2 touchdowns on those 3 receptions. So you know that they want the ball in his hands to make big plays. I don't see that as a fluke. Get him on your lineup. Robby Anderson, however, had 3 receptions, 123 yards for 2 touchdowns. This is more of the boom and bust guy we're looking at, but he's also worth a speculative ad based on his matchup. He could go off at any point. Now, we also have Alfred Blue of the Houston Texans. Lamar Miller has easily made every case to not have this job. Alfred Blue was never that good, but he had 20 carries and 8 receptions. So the volume is there for him. I would feed him the rock this week and sit Lamar Miller again, and then just hope Deontay Foreman's Achilles is ready, and then roll him out after the bye week. Wendell Smallwood. Ajayi tore his ACL and he's out for the year. Just got put on IR today. You want to go get Wendell Smallwood or Corey Clement, but I know he's mostly picked up in all leagues. Get yourself Wendell Smallwood, because those two are the only healthy backs in Philly, and they're going to need to run the ball. Yes, they're shopping for LeSean McCoy, but until I hear something solid about that, I'm going to have Wendell Smallwood on all my lineups. Go get him. Pause alert on Mr. Smallwood. Okay, we got one more section after damage control this week, but before that, we're going to jump into damage control, see what's going on. All right, let's go. It's that time again to man up and face your fears that you suck at fantasy football. Trust me, I've been there. I might still be there in a couple leagues. I'm not doing so hot in a couple of them, but you wouldn't know, because you got to take your punches and you got to roll with the dice, all right? That doesn't make any sense, but this is damage control, all right? I got Dalvin Cook and Leonard Fournette on here, and you know what? These guys have bum hamstrings. I don't like it. Fournette's already out this week. Cook is questionable. But you know what? If Cook's going to play, I'm going to roll with him. That's plain and simple. Now, Will Fuller. He had a rough week. Kiki Kuti has taken his job as the number 2 option in Houston. So, Fuller is still going to be a boom-bust flex, and you got to play him every week. It's just plain and simple. Lamar Miller. Awful, bench permanently. Like, if Foreman shows up and takes the job, then I'm dropping him. Chris Hogan, all right? He's like the 5th or 6th option in New England now. He's on the bench permanently. I'm just stashing him for an injury in case I need to bring him back in. But right now, I'm not starting Hogan. I'm not starting Larry Fitzgerald, and he's just taking up a bench spot also. Christian Kirk is now the wide receiver 1 on this team. He's the downfield threat. You got to rock with Kirk. He may even be a flex. So now is our new segment, that new. It's called Start versus Sit. So I'm going to give you a few guys every week that I think you should start or you should sit, and tell you why. Pretty simple. All right, let's go. Lamar Miller, I'm sitting him. Why? He's awful. Plain and simple. Doug Baldwin, you got to start him. Russell Wilson's favorite target. He's having a slow start. He's had his knee issues. But you know what? They're going to roll him out. They've got to. I'm starting Chris Carson also, so get ready for that. That matchup that they're going to have in Oakland is going to be just running galore. So I like Chris Carson and Marshawn Lynch. They were on the one. Derek Carr threw a pick. That won't happen again. They got to rock with Lynch. And it's a revenge game, so I think this guy is going to bring beast mode back this weekend. Amari Cooper, I'm starting. He's a boom-bust flex just like Will Fuller, but he's in an even higher category because he could roll 30 points out like nothing. They just don't know how to use him. We thought this was going to be the change of something. We know his talent. So, starting Amari, you got to roll the dice. Vance McDonald. Welcome to my McBench. I'm sitting you. All right? Nelson Aguilar. Sit. He gets targets, he gets catches, but he does nothing after the catch. Larry Fitzgerald. He is just banged up. Father time has finally caught up with him. Welcome to the bench. Geronimo Allison, I am starting you. You know why? Because you have Aaron Rodgers throwing you the ball. On Monday night, it's going to be a shootout. Well, at least for the Packers. So I think they're going to be up by a lot in Lambeau, and I think Geronimo Allison is going to have a lot to do with that. All right, that's all we got for you guys. That's episode 5, week 5 recap, and week 6 prep. Don't forget to like and subscribe the video, and comment also if you want to tell me something. My phone's buzzing because everyone needs advice. I'm that guru, and you know what? Check us next week, but I don't care if you check in or not because I'm going to be here regardless. We got our guest Dylan coming at us. And you know what? It's going to be a great week. We're going to save your season, or I'm going to pick you up after you're crying from defeat because you're going to live to fight another day. All right? Cut the crap. Let's go.